Hey St. Louis, I'm Eric Luchenegger, the founder of Tenacity and the host of Bourbon Friday, and I'm back to update you on more important dates and events coming up. First up, applications. TechWeek St. Louis is just around the corner, and if you want to be part of the action, there are 3 ways to get involved: partner or sponsor, apply to speaker host, or join the planning committee. And guess what? Planning for St. Louis Startup Week has begun as well, and we are looking for people to join the organizing committee. You can apply to be part of the committee right now. Application deadline has been extended, and positions will remain open until filled. On March 31st, applications for ArtTrans are due. That's right, it's that time of the year again, and you only have one more week. ArtTrans is now a $75,000 non-dilutive grant with tons of resources, and all you have to do is get selected and agree to headquarter your business in St. Louis for at least 1 year. And very quickly, Techstars applications are due on April 4th for Atlanta, Boulder, Farm to Fork, Tech Central, Sydney, and Riyadh. And finally, applications are due on April 9th for the Comcast NBC Universal Lift Labs Accelerator Generative AI. This is a newly reimagined 6-week equity-free program for startups at various stages, focusing on those leveraging generative AI. The Accelerator offers access to a network of mentors, businesses, and corporate partners for long-term strategic partnerships. And it's designed for companies seeking collaboration with major enterprises like Comcast, NBC Universal. The last thing I want to mention is that my company Tenacity has launched Swingspan, a digital divide program that provides free WordPress speed optimizations for nonprofits. So if you are part of a nonprofit or know someone who is, and they use WordPress for their website, go apply at swingspan.app, that's swingspan.app. That's not an update video without events, and we're going to bring you 23 from the best in St. Louis, as well as virtual opportunities from around the globe. But before we do, why don't you hit that like and subscribe? Then join the TechSTL Takeover at TechArtista downtown all week. TechSTL is hosting a series of events for its members where they will have free access to co-working spaces in the top innovation district hubs in St. Louis. There will be a networking breakfast on Tuesday and a takeover mixer on Friday. More on that in a bit. This is a members-only event, but there's still time to sign up. Also this week, it's the HBCU Entrepreneurship Week from Harris-Stowe Center of Innovation and Entrepreneurship. This biennial immersive event experience is designed with and for historically underrepresented entrepreneurs, businesses, and communities. Highlights include Making Money Makes Sense, A's for Accessibility, Designing for Social Good Lunch and Learn, and Entrepreneurs Panel and Pizza. On March 27th, check out Will AI Make Human Product Managers Obsolete from Product School. Amazon Senior PM Siddharth Elangavan will discuss value propositions of AI and human product managers in building and managing products, and will highlight the importance of a project manager's mindset and skill set and how they will complement AI in the new world order. Then starting on March 28th and going through the 29th, join the SBA Women's Business Summit. This event will be held in honor of Women's History Month and aims to advance women's entrepreneurship. The summit will feature power-packed panels, inspirational fireside chats, and Ask an Expert workshops to help attendees build, scale, and grow their businesses. Panels will cover topics like accessing capital, building equity into business models, and supporting Native American women's entrepreneurial ecosystems. On March 28th, it's the State of Events 2023 from AMA and Kaltura. Virtual and in-person events serve different purposes and audiences, and hybrid event strategies will be the norm. Kaltura's VP of Product, Yair Newman, provides insights on each type of event's pros, cons, and use cases, along with tips for overcoming virtual event challenges and repurposing materials. Also on the 28th, check out the Virtual Business Reboot Regional from VetBiz. This event is open to anyone interested in starting or growing a small business and will cover entrepreneurship, market research, legal structures, financing, and business planning. This is your chance to explore what it takes to be an entrepreneur and stand with the growing number of small business owners. Also that day, join the Art of Doing Good and Well in Business from Nasdaq Entrepreneurial Center. Crystal M. Jackson, president of Mosaic Genius and Head and Heart Philanthropy, we'll discuss how businesses can focus on sustainability and make a positive impact. You can discover strategies to assess and implement your impact plan, learn about available resources, and explore what it means to do good and well in business. Also on Tuesday, it's cybersecurity and resilience planning to prepare for cyber attacks from Enterprise University. Here you'll learn how to assess and understand the overall business impact of cybersecurity, prioritize risk, and implement a simple, cost-effective cyber risk management strategies, and understand how to make your company resilient to cyber risk. Finally, on Tuesday, check out Data for Good, Driving Prosperity in the St. Louis region from the Olin Business School and the Center for Analytics and Business Insight. This conference brings together local organizations to discuss how data and technology can improve economic prosperity and enhance the lives of everyone in the community, and includes 3 panel discussions on driving the success of St. Louis's innovation community, the impact of large, locally based corporations, and creating prosperity for all. Then kick off the morning on Wednesday with 1 Million Cup St. Louis. This is an event for local entrepreneurs to meet and present their startups to the innovation community here in St. Louis. The presenter for that day is Diva Wings. Also on March 29th, join How to Build a Unicorn from Silicon Valley Startup Idea to IPO. At this event, Gary Fowler, a seasoned entrepreneur with 17 companies and 2 unicorns, will cover topics such as building successful teams, finding the right advisors and investors, the key characteristics of successful startup entrepreneurs, and the pitfalls of building a startup. Also on the 29th, it's the AI Sales Assistant, how to book B2B demos on autopilot from Networking After Work. This event will showcase strategies to gain qualified leads through AI automation tools. Businesses can focus on closing deals by iterating and automating their prospecting process. Attendees will learn how to engage buyers meaningfully and convert prospects into sales with 3 simple steps to 3x bookings. And we'll also learn the most common mistakes non-marketers make in prospecting. Also that day, check out Content Marketing for Your Small Business from Wenta. This webinar offers a beginner's guide to content marketing for small business and covers the advantages of content marketing, understanding target markets, developing brand messages and tones of voice, and types of content and platforms. Finally, on March 29th, join Pitch Madness Idea Bounce, university-wide pitch competition from the Scandalera Center. This is a bracket-style event to bring in ideas from across WashU schools. The winning pitch will receive $500 and the second place wins $250. Companies competing are Samet Va, Ovumap, Big Easy Daiquiris Drive-Thru, C Plus Coffee Company, Accord, Unity Cafe, Petner, and King of the Curve. On March 30th, it's the AI for Writers Summit. This event explores how AI writing tools transform storytelling and redefine writing and editing career paths. The summit will help attendees understand and apply AI to advance their careers and stay competitive, and includes the discussions on the current state of AI writing technologies, use cases and tools, emerging career paths, and potential adverse effects on writers. Also on March 30th, check out All Things Data Strategy, an event for post-seed startups and CEOs. This event is for non-technical decision makers of post-seed startups who will want to understand how data science and AI can help improve their company's valuation and efficiency, and features Denton Rawson, an entrepreneur with 20 years of experience in the technology industry, who will provide actionable insights and clarity instead of buzzwords and jargon. Also on the 30th, join How to Solve the Landing Page Problem in Paid Search with a little help from AI content from Marketing Props. Too many search terms in paid ad campaigns lead to a single landing page that can't match the different search intents behind all of those different clicks. The result? Wasted spending and missed leads. Here you'll learn a 3-step process to solve the problem with AI's help. Also on Thursday, it's Identity Resolution. It's time to get serious about your post-cookie strategy from Insider Intelligence. This webinar will address the changes to the privacy landscape and the need for marketers and publishers to use ad forms powered by first-party data to target and measure their audience. Also that day, check out Emerging Technologies in User Experience Design and Research from Research Benchmark. Here you'll discover the impact of emerging technologies on user experience design and research. Experts will discuss topics including data collection and decision-making ethics, the role of artificial intelligence and virtual reality in UX design, and predictions for future emerging tech. And it's Thursday, so of course, Venture Cafe. And this week, time to celebrate opening day. There will be a roundtable discussion on the American Dream, and you can connect with the community while celebrating opening day of the Cardinals. Also that night, check out Funding a Nonprofit from the Kirkwood Public Library. Working on a nonprofit is hard enough without worrying about where your funds are coming from. At this event, you can learn about what resources you can find and win grants for your organization. On April 31st, you can join the 3 secrets to creating a content strategy that actually works from Metricool. Here you'll learn how to develop and execute a successful content strategy in this free masterclass featuring expert creator and entrepreneur Juan Gillan, an Aniston Ward SEO copywriter at Metricool, and discover 3 secrets to constructing a well-designed content strategy using Metricool analytics to track performance and implement it in real life. As Friday, and it's not Friday without Bourbon Friday, and you can join us at TechArtista downtown for our weekly social gathering celebrating the St. Louis startup scene. Stop by for 3 minutes or 3 hours for more great drinks and better conversations. This should be a special one since we're closing out the TechSTL Takeover. We will be releasing some new content on YouTube in the next couple weeks, but in the meantime, we post content on TikTok as well. So if you're on there, hit that subscribe. And remember, Bourbon Friday is now on Meetup, so we hope you join us there. Finally, if you have an event or important day coming up, please email us at events@bourbonfriday.show. Thanks. Have a fantastic week. I'll see you at some events. To stay up to date, follow us on social. We are at Bourbon Fridays on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok. See you next time.